everybody? Welcome to the Pink Riot Show. It's your girl Keisha, aka I Havoc, and we are here with the amazingly, beautifully talented, awesome co-host Breeze Bookish. How are you, love?
What up? What up? What up? I'm doing good. It's been a day. Thursdays be like that sometimes. Had an eventful last weekend, and you know how it goes when you have like responsibilities and you gotta like gather your life
Get
back
it
up
together.
like you had the weekend, even though you didn't. So it's been one of those weeks, but altogether mostly good.
Oh,
How about you,
yes,
love? How are you?
you had a family. I mean, do you want to talk about it now, or is it?
Oh no, it's all good. My
Okay.
one of my beloved cousins got married. She's been like my book bestie since I was little. And so I was one of her bridesmaids and it was a
Yes,
vibe. It's
looking
always nice
gorgeous.
to Oh, thank you. I'm so for that girl. The adventures of that situation are crazy town because the dress that I wanted did not arrive in time and the dress that I got was way too big and it's prom season, so the people that I would normally go to in terms of a tailor to like get it to fit properly
Mm-hmm.
weren't available for like another 2 weeks. So I literally had to like take it in by hand because my sewing machine is out of commission. So yeah, your girl was very much
By
getting
hand.
reacquainted. Yeah, but it worked out really well. It came out, the dress came out, man. Okay. Girl, it's one of those things where I'm blessed because everybody in my family looks good. So like standing
This
next to
is true.
my
Every
grandma's
picture
mommy,
that you had up, I was like, y'all are gorgeous. And
like
I was
low
telling you,
key. So
you
I'm like,
stole your mom's face. Y'all.
I actually copy paste. Actually copy paste. Candace is the whole queen. But yeah, and then standing next to my glamazon of a sister, it's like ain't nobody looking at me, so I'm good. That's like the energy. But it was so nice to be able to spend time with family, people that I hadn't seen for like years. So it was a vibe. And the way that our family does, we're closing it out. We're not leaving till they kick us out. So it was a vibe. It was a good time.
I
My
love
knees
that.
are like, girl, who do you think you are? And why did you think we were going to be wilding like that in heels all night? But sometimes you gotta take one for the team.
I was gonna say it was worth it, right? Like y'all did.
100%.
Yeah, you had fun, and that's all we need.
Yes, all the vibes. But
Okay,
yeah,
one, I'm loving this update from StreamYard, so that like we ain't even gotta really, we ain't really gotta check the chat. It's just up there. So
yeah. So you guys aren't missing anything, but we'll still say what's up. Hey,
all
Cali
right.
Comics.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Ajira? Hey, Rachel.
Jira,
Good
Rachel,
evening,
D, what's
Dwayne.
up?
Thank you, Ajira. Such a sweetie. Yeah, it was
Right.
a vibe. Y'all got a quick little peek into my huge family. Y'all, my mom is the youngest of 10. So when I tell you the cousin coalition goes crazy, that's it.
Yeah, it was cute. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
Thank y'all. How was
Yeah.
your weekend, team?
What did I do this weekend? Oh shit, that was so far ago. Uh we were out in the garden mostly. Uh had to fix a lot of things outside. We
Mm,
broke down a bunch of pallets so now I can rebuild the chicken coop. Um
the chicken coop.
yeah, cuz our new neighbors, they were asking about eggs and they were like, "Yeah, we'll pay you." And I was like, "Oh, hmm."
There
So
you
now I
go.
can get like an
Subscription.
extra 2 chickens.
A subscription for the neighbors. Why are
Yeah,
you talking about more chickens? Didn't you say you were like overrun with extra eggs?
I am, but now I can sell them and it's a business.
Okay, that's fair. Well, yeah, get the egg subscriptions popping off with the neighbors. And that was my
Yeah,
next comment. Okay, Keisha, with the new hat and all. What are
it's
we
my new
calling her?
this is my hat. She does not have a name yet.
Hmm.
Um, but
We
I
might need
love
to
her.
start doing that, naming them. What's up, Pat? What are our
Me
names?
too. Oh man, I have no idea.
Very impressed with the garden prep. Strong agree, Rachel.
So I love being out in the garden. It's one of the most peaceful things that
What?
I've ever picked up in terms of like
Really?
hobbies. What have it's so peaceful being out there.
I cannot relate because when you say in the garden, I'm like, dirt? Okay.
No,
Oh,
it's like watching something that you it doesn't matter if it's a transplant or just put especially when it's from seed, like being like, yo, I put this seed in and I did
mm,
everything to watch it grow successfully and just like become this beautiful thing that looks pretty. I don't know. But like I absolutely love being in the garden. It is everything to me.
that's fair.
So
Come
yeah.
on, Green Thumb. That needs to be like your villain alias. Something about being a green thumb.
Oh, for sure. Cause what is
Ooh, wait.
poison
Chat, please let
ivy?
us know if this is doing too much. But I feel like at some point we need a poison ivy cosplay from Keisha because I just
Oh
know she would eat up
yes.
a red wig and the green
Oh
thumb
yes.
element. Period.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Yes.
I got you.
I can do that because that's my homegirl. Eco terrorist out
Period.
here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wait, hold on. So Ajira said Patreon benefit in terms of who gets to name the wigs, and we have to leave that up to Keisha because I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like y'all
that's
might go
fine.
crazy.
That's
And
fine.
Ajira's first recommendation for this wig is Vanessa, and I'm here for that. Vanessa is sensible. Vanessa
Yeah, because this
has
is
a corporate
sensible.
job. Vanessa, is responsible, but you might get her to key up a little bit. Yeah. This is like,
I
and this
like that.
because she's giving more every day. I'm here for giving her an
Yeah.
everyday name, which is Vanessa. You have to approve these names though. I'm
Period.
just
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
giving
no.
my
Vanessa works.
okay.
Vanessa works.
Ajira, you named the first one. Congratulations. I like the plants part, but not the prep part. I hear
Nah, the
that,
prep part
Rachel.
is is my favorite part.
Mm. She said the prep is where she finds her peace, and I support that.
It's so much fun. Like
Yeah.
just digging stuff
Ah,
up,
Rachel said too much
packing it up.
work. Period. And Rachel said, "Ooh, poison ivy, Keisha,
Yeah,
yes." And I
I
know
can
that's
do a
how you
poison
said it,
ivy
Rachel, because
cosplay.
we
That sounds great.
did. What
Hey,
up,
what's up, Sirkin? How you
circumstances?
doing?
Fine as hell, and she knows it. And period. And stop. Okay. Okay. But no, actually, the more we're talking about this, the more I absolutely love the idea of you doing a poison ivy cosplay. And I
Yeah.
feel like I would have no choice but to do some. I don't know if I would want to be giving Catwoman like Selena Kyle Catwoman or if I would want to go Batgirl. And the only reason why I'm
What?
saying
Okay.
that is because the black Batgirl, like from the bombshell, DC bombshells, her fit
Mhm.
was pink and black.
Of course.
And
So
it
yeah.
was giving like a League of Her Own baseball fit almost.
Okay, now I gotta look this up.
Yeah, listen, DC
Okay, so it's
bombshells, Batgirl.
Batgirl from
Yeah,
Bombshells.
yeah, DC bombshells. Hey, I'm a little late, but I'm here. No, you're right on time, Refined and Ratchet. We love to see it.
Hey, hey.
And love the new hat, Keisha, period.
I appreciate everybody
Y'all gonna put
understanding
some
that these
respect
are my
on Vanessa's
hats.
name, okay?
Right, her name is Vanessa. But my hats, yeah, these are my hats
These
cuz
are
they
my
come
hats.
off as soon as I hit the door.
Oh my god, wait, did you watch did you watch the newer Addams Family movies?
The cartoon, the animated ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the new one? Okay, so Uncle Fester sings this song where he's like, dang it. Oh, I can't even remember the beginning of it, but he's like, dun, 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 dun. Oh, dang it. Oh, I tip
You
my hat to you, and I do just that. Boom, boom,
yeah.
boom, boom. I tip my hat to you, but I haven't got a hat. I don't know why that made me,
Those movies
but
were
I haven't got a
good.
hat. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, Vanessa, period.
Wait, the DC Bombshell ones that I'm seeing is purple. Am I looking at the wrong one?
Very distinctly remember. Okay, maybe it wasn't in DC Bombshells, but there's a black Batgirl, and her suit is black and pink.
Oh,
And
this.
right? Can you show it?
Do
Can we
it.
try to be
I hope
crafty?
I'm looking at the right thing because you said it was a League of Their Own, right?
Yeah, League of Their Own style, like baseball fit. Can you pull it up?
Let me see if I can do this.
Yes, I believe in you, Keisha. Y'all, I just be asking Keisha to do shit and she be figuring it out, so I'm not gonna stop.
Hold
But
on,
I
share
want you all to see
screen.
what I'm talking about.
Okay. So we're talking
Okay,
about
yeah,
this
that's the
one.
right, but the black Batgirl, her fit is pink and black.
Oh, hold on, it's not showing it. But this one that I'm pointing at right here, is that one?
That's the style, but there's actually a black girl one, and her fit is pink and black.
Okay, I gotta find it. But like the fact that it is like that, I'm digging it.
Yeah. I feel like then you could easily do your Poison Ivy like that, but I feel like you need to go like
Oh yeah,
full
yeah, yeah.
on,
I would,
is it Batwoman? Hold
but I
on.
would do like scissor curls. Like
Yes, I just know you would eat that up. Okay, they're saying Batwoman, so maybe I made a mistake here.
all right, let me check it. I'm gonna keep looking because I'm highly invested in this. It looks like a baseball uniform, a softball uniform, like DC bombshells.
Oh, it comes right up. It is Batgirl, DC's first black Batgirl.
Oh, all right. You're gonna have to send it to me because
Okay, hold on.
the black Batwoman's fit is black and pink. We gonna get this because
See,
I
that's what I
think
was
even
talking
what I've
about. See,
seen,
somebody else is
I
co-signing
think
for
it
me
would look
because I'm
good.
like, I know what I'm talking about. I'm just not always the quickest at finding shit like this.
Well, I mean, since this is con season and I'm low key getting a little jealous seeing everybody
Yes.
traveling and whatnot, is anybody going to anything this year? And if y'all are
Also,
cosplaying, what are you doing?
yeah, please let us know.
Blur's eye
Also,
views.
there is an upcoming con, and there's gonna be they're gonna be giving away more of those deluxe exclusive editions of the Arch Android comic. And if
Really?
anybody loves me at all, please, please just
Yeah,
pick it
yeah.
up and I will Venmo you, whatever.
Facts.
Right, like, okay,
All right.
but
Brookham is
uh,
saying Heroes Con is the place to be. Sad I can't make it this year. Vaguely, there's so many cons out, but Heroes Con sounds very familiar.
was it
Oh, it's in
Momo
Charlotte?
Con?
Is that the one you're talking about?
Is it what?
Heroes Con, is that the one in Charlotte that you're talking about?
Mm,
And I think it's happening in June, right? Yeah, yeah.
let's look.
Heroes Con is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yep. Dang, yeah. But if you could go, are you gonna go? Would you have gone like with cosplay or anything like that? Cause usually I'm not a cosplay person, but I want to do it, and I want to do it with you, Brie. I want to do it at a con. I just
Yeah.
want because I've
Okay,
only
it's Tiffany Fox.
yo Rachel, you are amazing.
What?
No, Rachel's always coming in with the research in the chat, like,
Oh,
like,
Rachel said that as well?
yeah,
Okay, yeah. I'm over here like
Tiffany
still
Fox
trying to
bad
scroll.
girl.
Okay. That's the picture that I
Oh
want.
yes,
And you're seeing her fit?
yeah, do it,
Right?
do it,
And I already got the curls down.
yeah. Oh, do it. That's cute. I love that.
Right?
Wait, I
I knew I
kind of need
wasn't
to read
tripping.
this comic now. Her face is so expressive, and she's just like,
Right. And she's with some other Batgirls in that comic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cool.
Right?
She's
Yeah.
alongside Cassandra Cain and Stephanie Brown.
Yep.
Yeah, she's in Future's End.
Yep.
Period.
Love
Yeah.
the vibes.
Ah, she's a fox. Yeah, of course, duh, Tiffany Fox. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Right? So like if we were trying to be like matchy matchy, we would just both get our A League of Their Own Batgirl slash
Yeah,
Poison Ivy fits in the respective
yeah,
colors. I feel like that would just go crazy. Like, is it just me or like
yeah.
then you
That would
got
be
like a
dope.
little twirl of the skirt, but you're not doing too much, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I
And we
fucks
could
with
wear
that. Yeah,
sneakers. What are we talking about?
that part. Cause I'm not walking around a con in heels. Y'all got me
I'm
messed
gonna
up.
do it one of the days, but we're not doing that all of the days. Yeah.
Not at all.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas, you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
see, I plan on hiding my feet. There's gonna be one con where I'm just gonna be wearing a giant princess
Poofy
royalty
skirt.
like hoop skirt, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
be wearing chucks under it.
yeah.
I'm a
I'm here
pull a
for that.
Zendaya. I'm wearing chucks. You'll never know.
That's like
It's just
true Cali girl shit. We gonna pull up in our chucks. Period. Chucks go with everything.
everything. Ooh, I like that.
I'm not a cosplay person either, but I may reconsider. Yes.
Hmm.
Reconsider. Pull up.
I've only done
Planet
cosplay
Comic Con
once,
right
and that
here in
was
Kansas City is a great time. Mark your calendars next year. Okay. Kansas City.
see,
You're
that's dope.
trying to have us pull up in
Missouri, yeah.
Kansas? In Kansas? But
See, that
yeah.
would
All
be
right.
dope.
Not us like piling up the cosplays because we're still being truly Delulu and just know we're about to be at all the cons. So let's just
And we
like
will. We
just
will.
plan ahead. Yeah.
We will. We absolutely will.
Mhm.
I firmly believe we know we're for sure going to BlerdCon. We're going to something else. We're going to a couple other things. We have
Period.
to next year.
We have to. We have
So
to. Yeah.
we're gonna have
Keep it
a couple
going.
big cosplays and then some small ones.
A
We
little
could just
lightweight. Well, because
yeah.
like, look, y'all be prepared to be sick of us because Keisha's gonna hate to hear this, but I'm dragging her along by Vanessa if I have to. We at the at the cons, we are gonna be those annoying people with the microphone with like little
Oh yeah.
gigs and gags so we can get
Oh,
all the content and talk to all of y'all.
I'll hold the tech and I'll nod accordingly.
Absolutely not. You are my gorgeous co-host and you have to be in a nice chunk of the content at least. I won't make you do it. I will be the one harassing people interview style, but you have to be
Mm-hmm.
in it. You can't just hold the camera. That's crazy.
Okay.
Y'all, tell her she's too fine to not be on camera.
Y'all don't get it. Like here, I'm comfortable at home, so this is great. Put me outside. I don't know how to speak. It's
Y'all, I'm gonna
very
slip Keisha some
so
Molly before the con. She's gonna be like, "Hey guys, what you doing? How's it going?"
no, because then I don't have a filter, and that's not good either.
That's exactly what we need. Period. You see this? Much too fine.
Oh my goodness.
Too fine. Period. Thank y'all for backing me up.
Well, I appreciate that.
Oh, this wait. Damn, chill out, Mr. Cosby. I know. You guys, I'm joking. I would never give somebody Molly without their consent. Consent is key. LT said, just bring Vanessa with you. Period. Oh my gosh. Y'all are crazy and I love it. You don't gotta speak, Keisha. The sun just shines. You know what, Ajira? Pop off.
Right? Right?
Period.
Yeah.
That low key
like
might
that.
be like that low key might be like a hilarious bit. They're like, you gonna see Keisha at the con, but she doesn't say much. Or
Yeah,
like
I'm
when we
just
are in our Starfire Raven bag, Raven don't be
Oh,
saying too
see,
much.
that's exactly why I'm gonna pick cosplayers that, cosplay characters like Raven, like Poison Ivy. Because real shit, Poison Ivy, especially from the Harley Quinn show, she not really messing with people like that.
Yeah. Dang, if you're gonna be that version, then I feel like I would have to like pop up with the Black Harley Quinn vibes. I don't know. She got some fits off in the Suicide Squad movies though, so that might be a
Yeah.
thing. Be like Link in
Link.
The Legend of Zelda.
just not saying nothing.
Period. LT coming through with that Showly reminder. All right, y'all, hit that like button.
Right?
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. LT, you a real one.
All right,
Yeah.
so what are y'all doing? Like, what are y'all's cosplays that y'all want to do? Because I feel like everybody has their dream cosplay that they absolutely, like, if they had the money,
Wait. So
time,
to
resources.
enhance this, I want to hear y'all's dream cosplay, but I also want to hear the duo cosplays you want us to do. Because we're taking recommendations.
Yeah. Because we definitely do have to have at least 3 ready for March 2026. Oh, I'm
So I
just
feel like
realizing.
the Raven and Starfire is like has to happen. I feel like that might be one that we do more than once. We just like switch up the steez a little bit. And then y'all, Keisha wants to wear a princess gown real bad. And I
do.
and I love the
I
princess gown idea. I thought I would have to like force her to do it. And she said it before I could. So I'm like, oh
I
yeah, for sure.
wanna
That's something.
specifically Queen Charlotte, the one where she has the 2 doves in her hair.
Oh, for sure. Oh, period. Then
Yeah.
I'm Lady Danbury all day. Let's go. Okay, LT said, if I could do Kai Brightstar from Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures, that would be that bomb. That would be the bomb. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
That's
that
the
one.
one that we saw. No, it's the one where we saw, we were talking about black hair in animation, and he has the mohawk.
I haven't watched it
Yeah.
though.
He looks adorable though. Yeah, I like that.
Cute.
Come
Now
on,
you
we
got to
can't
give
be
us a rec too, LT, because you know we low key listen to what you be talking about.
right.
But yeah,
Right.
okay. Yes, the rest of the chat, let us know what your like dream cosplay and what your recommendation is for our like co-host cosplay. I know one of my dream cosplays is Ahsoka, just because I really want to come through with like I feel like I would just have to get like some tint that was like 2 shades warmer than mine just to give orange. But I want like the little head
But
things and all
Ahsoka's
of
a
that.
badass.
And I've just been itching for an excuse to buy these like Ahsoka the show authentic dual lightsabers.
Yeah. You
Because
have
I
to get
just
a
want them.
lightsaber.
I just want them for my regular life. But if they were like a prop for my cosplay, then it would be like, yeah, it makes sense to spend that much money. Because they're a pretty penny. Like that low key.
Oh, really?
If we could get like that type of sponsor, like what is it? Anime, hip hop anime, whatever the DJ dudes. It's like 3 brothers or whatever they be DJing and mixing anime stuff. they got gifted lightsabers that had like all the bells and whistles, and the black boy joy emanating from that video really just, and you know how, what's her name, from Legally Blonde was like, makes me want a hot dog real bad. It made me want a
Yes.
lightsaber real bad.
Aw, that's cute. That's cute.
Right? Refined and Righteous said Zatanna was
Zatanna,
mine.
yeah, yeah. You really can't go wrong with Zatanna.
You
Yeah,
gotta
that's a
have the
good
body
one.
to be popping off in a bodysuit though. And then
That's
Keisha got it.
you.
I don't know.
Well,
Have I seen? Well, either way, you pull up how you pull up. But Zatanna, I feel like that's one of those where it's like, oh, they got that shit on, and it's unmistakable. So it's like
yeah.
that's my fear. That's my cosplay fear. That like you pull up and you put in all this work, and people are like, who are you supposed to be? You know what I mean?
You know what? If anyone did that, one, that's just wrong. Just ask. I feel like clarifying
LT,
questions would help.
rude. That would be crazy if y'all pulled off Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
I would be Devil Dinosaur. I already have the red dinosaur
Wait, you're down for
inflatable.
it?
Yeah.
And I can skate, so
I
I could actually pull up in like the OG fit with the skate.
yeah.
You're
I'm
seriously
fine
gonna
with
go
that.
in a blow up dinosaur? I can't.
I have one, and I'd wear like I for like 5 minutes of the day, I would wear the highest of pleasers and just like have fun. Absolutely.
I feel like Keisha would be the
Absolutely.
type of person in like this inflatable dinosaur fit who was like squirting
Just
people with water and looking away, so they
no.
didn't know who got hit.
I have a dream of
Okay.
being on a pole in some pleasers and an inflatable dinosaur costume. I want to do it so bad.
Wait, so
It
this video has to happen, but it's only gonna be for our Patreon subscribers, the only fandoms, full
yeah,
dinosaur fit, twirling down the
just
pole
yeah,
with the
yeah,
ankles
just
crossed with the big ass heels on. Oh my god, that's
yes.
crazy.
Just I want to do it once in my lifetime. I think I would have the best time in the world. I just
You
got
know
to
what? And
learn
I
how to
support
do all
this.
of it.
I support these shenanigans. You all heard it here first. Keisha aspires to be the Blerd librarian and a pole dancing dinosaur.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And the yeah, you can't see nothing. It's just every time I see one of those videos online, it tickles me pink. I have the it is hilarious to me. So absolutely, I would do that.
That's fair. Refined and Righteous said, "I fight somebody if they got my costume wrong." I know that's right. Like, oh, so you wanna fight? That's what I heard you say. You wanna fight me? Oh my gosh. Hey yo is right. Yes, pole dancing dinosaur. LT said, "I have a dream that one day I'll wear a dinosaur outfit and slide down a
So,
pole." And you
yeah,
know what? I
solve world
support you so
peace.
much, Keisha, as my co-host. I'm gonna bring a little speaker and play T-Pain. She ride and she
Actually,
roll and she roll and
my song
she
is
climbing that pole
"Money
and
Maker Smile" by Bruno Mars.
okay. Wait,
This has
hashtag
been thought
MLK. I have a dream. It's crazy.
just
Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Use your
just
MLK
letting you
voice.
know.
Fixing. Okay. I have a dream that one day I'll be sliding down that pole in my dinosaur fit. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's like a key secret. If
But
you're
tell me
trying to
y'all
get if you're trying to get me to cut up at the con, I need y'all to play Ray Shrimmer. Somebody come get her. That gets me every time. I have no
no
something happens to my body. Actually,
respect.
actually,
No,
it's like
mine's is
when the tongue stick out, just know we're gonna have to come up with our cues.
oh,
So
tongue
Keisha
sticks
can be
out and
like,
everything.
Bree, no. Bree,
I'm not
no.
gonna stop you. Just letting you know that if we're at a con and that happens, I'm not stopping you. We're gonna we're gonna keep everybody
But
away.
no,
They can
throwing
watch from a
acid on Mela
distance.
Lafayette is crazy. That's crazy.
This is true, but like it's fine.
It's fine.
It's
It's
fine.
okay.
It's a con. Anybody
Wait,
expecting
speaking of
anything
cons,
different
did
is
you
weird.
the theme for BlerdCon next year is Freaknik.
Yeah.
And
Technically
the
Geeknik, right?
Geeknik, yeah. The conversation going around this is like,
Yeah.
what are
They've
we
been trying to
saying? Because we all know the origins and like the positive thing they were trying to do
Yeah.
with Freaknik, but we also know what it's actually known for. And
Yeah.
I feel like most people aren't going to do a dissertation. They're just going to go with what they know. And I feel like it's about to be wild for our first BlerdCon.
I know, right? No, but it
I feel like that's what we're getting ourselves into. And I'm not mad. I just
right. Like
wanted to point that out.
you can tell like they're trying to shut that mindset down. They're like, whoa, 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 that's not what we meant. But also, you know that there's going to be
Yeah.
someone's gonna try it. I'm
Oh,
hoping that it
everyone's
doesn't like
I would say
yeah,
a good 40% are going to try it.
this is true. But I'm hoping that it doesn't get things shut down in a way, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Well,
want our
because
first
so here's the
experience to be that
thing. Here's where it's like a toughie because I'm interested. Nerds and Freaknik, I'm interested. I would try it. We agree. Here's where it gets interesting because it's a kid-friendly event. It's like family friendly. So like yeah, that my eyes did the same thing. So it's very much giving like during the day like have some decorum because the chillins
Yeah, yes,
around.
yes, yes,
But
yes.
I
For
feel
sure.
like there needs to be a clear cutoff where it's like BlerdCon after dark because you already
Yeah,
know.
like when the court TV channel turns into you know what channel, at 9 p.m. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
you know what? Hell yeah. But the reality of it is a lot of people like plan somebody said hashtag fuck them kids. You know what? I
Mm,
can't be mad at that. And that was to that point. That's literally what I was about to say. I feel like a lot of people who like plan and save and prepare for this are really about to be on that same tip. Like, yeah, I love that you brought your kids, but I didn't, or I don't have any kids to bring. So respectfully, the cheeks are out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
respectfully, the cheeks are out. I ain't gonna hold you. The very first time I saw the theme for it, I was like, yep, someone's gonna show up with that
oh,
ass out.
absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? I can't.
Do you?
Right, exactly. It's just like I don't know. There's things I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a
I'm
tough
here
one.
for it all,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Have
I'm here
fun.
for it all because my kid won't be there with me, you know? That's where we're
Facts.
at with that. That's my thoughts on that. Put that shit on the shirt. God damn it. Respectfully, the cheeks are out. Y'all trying to get us canceled with all the
I was
shirts
about to
you're
say,
giving
yeah.
us the green light. But I mean, respectfully, the cheeks are out. It's like that.
Yeah,
It's like that.
just
My cheeks won't be out, but I can't. I'm not mad at you if you flaunting what you got. Because let me tell you something. If I was double cheeked up on a Thursday, there might not be a lot you could tell me about putting the cheeks away. That's all I'm saying.
as
That's all
someone
I'm
who is
saying.
double cheeked up, I keep mine fairly, hidden.
Y'all,
That's
the
all.
way that my flabbers were gasted because I had never seen past, you know what I'm saying? We typically get a front view of Keisha. I'd known her for some time on Beyonce's internet, and she must have got up to get a bevy one time or something, and I was like, "Yacht!" Yeah, yeah, it's like that. She's sitting on it. She's got something. There's a lot of motion back there, and I was ill prepared. So yeah, Keisha, like, I don't have to. It takes very little for my cheeks to be contained. Not so much with my girl, and I love that for her. I love that for her.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, period.
I like to thank my mother and my
I wanna
grandmother
thank me. What
and
is
my
the
great
age
grandmother.
what is the age at when one should learn to respect the cheeks? I feel like that
As young as
age
possible.
range, because respect can mean a lot of things, because consent
Right.
is consent. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Like
But,
respecting people's body space and like
yeah,
not touching nobody. That's all
yeah, that can mean
ages.
a lot of things, so we're gonna steer clear of that question.
Oh, that's the
My
way I
man
took it. Just like not touching nobody.
wait, okay, I don't remember seeing too many kids at BlerdCon this year, maybe a few teenagers with their families, but not kids. Okay, LT, that makes us feel a
Okay.
little bit better.
Yeah.
I've never been, like I said, this will be our first BlerdCon. I'm just going based off of some of the conversations that I've seen in these like group chats about these upcoming events, because I like in my delulu-ness, delusion, I have
Mhm.
been immersing myself in those spaces to like get the residual hype to like maintain my delulu until we get there. So I'll be like, "Ah,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about, but this is exciting."
Yeah, like watching
Okay.
everybody because it's MomoCon that's happening right now, right?
Yes, that's what
Or
I'm talking about. If you're going to
yeah,
MomoCon and you love me, please pick up an Arch Android. Actually, pick up
please
two
two.
because we both need one.
Yes, thank
We'll
you
love you
very, very
forever,
much.
and we will definitely Venmo you a Sappington. Brother John Comic says, I'm
Facts.
going to Heroes Con just to see Marcus's cheeks. Okay.
Which
You know
said,
what? I want to know who this specific person you're referring to is. And you know what?
yes,
As long as the respectfully is in there somewhere, which I know it is, that I love that for you. I love that.
as long as there's consent, have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just one UFC parlay away though. Okay, y'all, not y'all linking up in the chat. Okay.
Oh, Sir Cam, your market.
Yes. Wait. Okay, now I'm curious about the cakes. I just got to know.
Oh,
Is this serious, or are you guys just going ham on each other? Cuz I'll tell you right now, as like crazy as the gap went for Keisha, I was like, respectfully, we are not at a stage where I could like reasonably be like, um can I touch your butt? JK, guys, she's happily married. But I feel like we could play like this at this point. But yeah, you gotta have permission. Consent is key, guys.
oh, you better
Okay.
go ahead, Shaniqua.
Well, okay, wait. They used to call me Bubble Butt Shaniqua back in the day. I love that for you.
Yeah.
Period. You know what? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, and the cosign, my guy got the goods. What is happening in our chat?
I love this. This is wonderful.
All of the butts. Hey, look at me. I'm gonna go touch the butt. You remember that
Our
from Finding Nemo?
conversations have devolved into omnibuses and cheeks. This is
You
wonderful.
know what? Give the people what they want. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say about that on that. And this is what happened. We asked y'all to answer a simple question. What is
Right,
your dream
cosplays.
cosplay? And what
Run them
recommendations do you
cosplays.
have for our co-host cosplays? And now y'all in here talking about butts. It's okay. We still love you. So yeah,
Right. Okay,
all of the
so we're gonna be
things.
doing Starfire Raven. We're gonna be doing Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. And
Third
now we need
one.
our third.
Maybe the third one could be with a bunch of other people, and it could be like the Sailor Moon thing.
We talked about Sailor Moon, and Melanin and
Of
Manga agreed
course,
to
now
link
that
with
we
us.
are you checking this chat right here? Sir
I know
Marcus
you peep. I
saying,
didn't pull it up. It's already there. If you guys really just want to see, you can look over at that. I'm not pulling it up. You hooligans, okay?
I didn't see the second one right there, but I'll read the first one.
There you go.
Marcus says Nightwing is my cosplay answer. Now that we know that, you have the cheeks for it, absolutely go off, sir.
Go off. Go off indeed.
Have fun.
My
Go
only
forth
ask
and be
is
great.
that you find us at the con so we can
Right?
get the like video girl pose. Like we're smiling and you're like showing off the cakes. That's all I'm
Or we
asking.
can get a live action replica of that variant where it's Nightwing looking back, right? Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. They cleaned it up for us. Dick Grayson is my guy, and I'm never going to apologize for that. Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Oh my
Just,
God. I feel
take a pic
like,
and tag us.
okay, I guess the Bridgerton one could be considered like a semi-serious, semi-funny, but I feel like we got to have like a goofy joint. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
I don't know. We got to keep thinking about this.
All right, something very simple.
Mhm.
Kids Next Door.
Oh, that's cute.
Like a
That's cute.
easy one to put together.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Or
Mm.
ooh.
Or we could link
Um,
with some Goofy movie homies.
yeah.
That would be fun.
That would be dope.
Okay, Brother John Comic says, I'm more about that Hawkman Golden Age cake.
Yes.
Period. I love that y'all are picking these
Like,
costumes
very
based on how
specific.
much you can show off your cakes and that it's all the men, because that's important.
Inclusivity. I love this.
Period. Yes. Wait, because no, actually, those like 70s, early
Yeah.
80s male hero costumes were cunt.
Yeah.
Like, I just really
Yeah. Yeah.
need somebody to get a fit off as like Magneto from the X-Men 97.
I was just
Cunt.
thinking that. I
Cunt.
was just thinking that. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes.
Okay, Goofy movie soundtrack is next level. Strong agree.
Absolutely.
Which is why it would just be like somebody with the ill boombox and just everybody going crazy. Like you can't not
Right.
hit the perfect catch if it comes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, hashtag respectfully, the cheeks got to be out. You know what? I support it. I support it. I support y'all having your cheeks out because my cheeks will
Right.
be contained.
Mines will be contained.
I'm gonna have like a cute little flouncy skirt situation, but the cakes will be covered. Okay. Now the tatas, they're always gonna have their time to shine, but the cakes will be collected.
I ain't got that. So
The balance is key, you know. A little razzle dazzle.
couldn't get
You can't
everything.
have yeah. Not all at once. No, we're not doing that. All right, we have completely gone off the rails
We
for
have.
43 minutes. So yeah, we would love to hear more recommendations for what you think our co-host cosplay should be as we like
In which
get into gearing up for our upcoming cons. And we still
yep.
want to hear you guys' dream cosplays. And what I find is a lot of people have their like dream group cosplay, and usually it's like, dang, we don't have enough people to like pull this off heavily. So
Mhm.
like, yeah, like obviously I'm a One Piece girly, and I would love to. You guys seen me set like with the closet cosplay with my chopper hat. I would love to pull up and have everybody to like make up the whole pirate crew. That would be so fun. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that type of big group cosplay would go crazy.
But
Scooby
what's really
Doo.
cool,
You know what
like
I mean?
you see a bunch of different people come together. Like they'll be like all the Spider-Man will meet in this particular area of a con, and then like you can finally have that, with random strangers, and
Yeah, yeah,
that would be awesome.
yeah. Or do
Oh,
like
that
a
would be
meetup,
so cool. Yeah, yeah.
like all the Spider Sonas meetup. Ooh, that's cute. We haven't had this conversation before, and then we'll get back on track. How do you see your Spider Sona?
Spider bite. I
Like,
like that.
okay, So what I'm
I would
saying is, like,
okay.
I love Spider Bite too, but like since we're talking multiverse, when
Mhm.
all that was hyped up, there was like, did you see all those filters and like the AI things where it's like you take the quiz or whatever, and then it puts you in your spider sona fit and it tells you what world or what universe you're from? The
No, but
way that
that's
I did that joint like 8 times, so if you went and seen the movie in theaters, you got like a
mhm.
little QR code and it let you make your spider sona. And
Okay.
so I did it like a bunch of times for me and Christopher. But
Yes.
like then after that, like artists and creators and stuff started making their own version of like, if I was a spider persona in whatever universe we're going to call
Mhm.
this is like the color scheme and this is what it would be called and this is what it would be themed after
Mm.
and whatever. Okay, so since this is a newer concept to you, I won't put you on the spot. I want to give you some time to think about it. But man, the way that I seen people like jumping off with the crazy ideas for their own spider sona, I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
I don't know.
It's really cool. Yeah,
No, I would love to come up with something original, but I genuinely love the character of Spider-Bite, like, the fact that, she's at home and she's able to, like, control all this from her house.
that's
I'm
fair.
like, I would love
I mean,
to
like,
to be
that's
like
very
that.
cool.
Yeah.
But Keisha,
Um,
as a
but if
spider,
I could, as always, is she'd have to be like an assassin of sorts, like, not necessarily a hero, an
okay,
anti-hero. I'm always gonna do that. All black. All
all
black, like,
black.
just matte
Okay.
black. Yeah, yeah. Um, fitted, everything is fitted, but she has, like, her weapons strapped to her leg, strapped to yeah, like, we just have everything on
It's cute.
us.
That's cute.
She's
Okay.
violent.
She's violent. Okay, we guessed this.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Like, if
fair.
I'm not at home running everything from there, I'm in the thick of it, and yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Sorry. I have a type.
Listen, I love that for you. This is why I asked that question, because if I would have had to guess, that's not what I would have said. That's why I wanted to hear it straight from you.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
Okay,
like
then
I feel like okay, it's very much giving like Beyonce versus Sasha Fierce. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Like everyday Keisha Spider Sona, I don't think would be an assassin. Everyday Keisha is an amazing
oh, yeah.
mom and rocking with the chickens and
Yeah,
dropping
but,
knowledge.
like, you're talking about who, okay, when I have to put the suit on, this is who I am?
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Like you
Yeah,
immediately went to my spider sona is like something else.
yeah.
And I was just like, nah.
No, no, no.
like Brie has a spider sona right now. This is how she will pull up. You feel me? Like whereas like variant Vixen as a spider sona, she might look a little different. But okay, we might have to say this for another day. But yeah, and I'll have to find that thing and let you do it so that way you can see
Yeah.
how yours will show up. I did it like a million times because none of them looked like how I wanted them to look, but it was cute. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing this fun thing now, guys, where we show love to our Patreon subscribers and
Yes,
we
yes.
give them the opportunity to give us recommendations about books that they want us to read and talk about on the show. And we have picked our first choice. Don't make me lie because I don't remember who did the rec come from?
The rec came from Rachel, so shout out to
Period.
Rachel,
Shout out to
and this
Rachel for
week
being a Patreon subscriber and
right?
recommending broom that we read and talk about brooms.
Yes, and
So
this
that's
one
what we're
is
talking
from
about. That's what we're
Jasmine
talking about.
Walls, Tia Duvall, Bex Glendingland, and Ariana Mayer. And I hope I'm pronouncing
Yes.
those last two names correctly. But
And I
yeah,
feel a way because I was excited so we have like our weekly Pink Riot meetings to see like how are things going, what are we going to talk about, whatever la di da. And when Keisha was like, yeah, these are the things that, our Patreon subscribers recommended, I was like, bet, say less. That's been on my TBR for forever. My good friends at Living Querido sent this to me, gifted. So shout out to them. Huge thanks. And now I can actually post a review since I've read it. But yeah, very cutesy, very
Yeah.
demure. And I love it when a naked cover goes off.
Oh, you have a hardcover, period. Mine's is
Yeah, yeah,
paperback.
yeah. When they
Mine's is paperback.
when Living Querido sends us that list and they're like, out of everything we're printing this year, what do you want? I'd be like, yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah,
Imma
and
have to figure
we're a
that out.
hardcover
Gotta
whore
get on
over
that
here.
list.
So yes, I have the
That's
hardcover. How does
gorgeous.
yours look?
So, mine's looks like your dust jacket.
Okay,
So, front, and then this is the back, and then the inside is just
cute,
very
cute. Oh, I
simple.
love it when the paperbacks still have like a substantial
Yeah.
cover with like the foldy joint. Yeah, I love that. So yeah, very cute. All right, so do you want to give the summary or do you want me to?
You give the summary, and then I'll start with the
You guys, she
yeah,
has
yeah.
me practicing this because I never do it. Okay, so Brooms is set in, what is this, like 1930s? Is that
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
in Mississippi.
1930s Mississippi. And it's about a group of magic users with varying racial and sexual representational backgrounds, which was very cool to see. And basically in this time period, everyone's aware of magic, and there's like laws and limitations on who can use magic and how they can use it. And there's these sweeps from the government to find people who are magic users so that they can control who's using it, how they're using it, what they learn. I loved that in this story there's like different ways that different cultures would typically approach their magic, and one of the things that they use as a means of punishment or to regulate it is they would take these people and send them to a magic user school. There's limits on how you can attend the school, even, and they require you to only speak English and not use your native language because they know there's power in those people's native language. And the magic that they want you to learn is in Latin. So it's like they're, you know, what's the right word for this?
Whitewashing it.
Why?
Mhm.
Yes, their colonized version of magic.
Say it.
That's the only magic that they want these people to use. So they're like limiting it, and they even have a means to punish these magic users by pretty much caging it so that it's still there, but they can't use their own magic. And we see that happens to one of the main characters in the story, which was friggin' infuriating.
Yeah.
Um, because they were penalized for their magic and their behavior at the magic school, where they were trying to pretty much like whitewash all of their inherited magic out of them. And in their like physical abuse to punish that person, she like acted out, and they pretty much took her magic away from her because of that. So yeah, anyways, I'm going off the rails here. This is why I don't normally do this, but the world is super
That is
interesting.
good. Yeah.
They put these parameters around how they use their magic. The story is centered around a family and all of their like found family friends who are magic users. These
Yeah.
two girl characters are of the age where their magic has arrived, and their family is worried about the sweeps that happened where the government comes and searches for people with magic, because if you don't have an like ridiculous amount of money to pay them for like a certain license or certificate, then they have the authority to send you to one of these schools where they're going to do XYZ to your magic. So their family is like working to save money, and because they say in one of the statements that like the amount that you have to pay for those is like half a year's salary, so they make it inaccessible on purpose. Um,
Mhm.
so the way that they're going to try to make the money so that they can have the access to learn their magic the way that they want is by participating in these broomstick races. And the world building around how they like set that up for it to happen was really cool. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that aspect of it. And there's some other dangerous elements in there. We're not giving spoilers, right? We're just giving like overall theme because
Yeah,
I
yeah, no
still really want you
spoilers.
guys to pick this up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really interesting. I love the way that they went about it. So I'm gonna shut up so Keisha can give her thoughts and then I'll give mine. And I hope that my summary made some kind of sense.
It did. No, no, no.
Yay.
Yeah, yeah. It was good. And
Yee.
y'all need to read this.
Yeah.
So, going back to Sinners, right? And it wasn't until after Sinners that I went back into this comic and was like, "Oh, this makes a lot more sense now." So, in 1930s Mississippi, we're also talking about the Mississippi Delta Chinese community in this book, cuz one of the trans characters
Correct.
is Mississippi Delta Chinese in
Yeah.
this book, and you get to see their how their family is helping them transition and what's happening at that time. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Um, the
Oh,
artwork,
representation of differently abled magic users
yes.
was really key too. And you mentioned about the Chinese representation. Another really cool thing is they showed they showed her family speaking Chinese and they did not translate it. And I love that
Yeah.
down because let it exist how it exists. If you want to know more, you can do your own damn research. They also had an
Yeah.
indigenous character, grandmother speaking their language, no translation, and more of this.
Love this.
Yes.
Like, the artwork is so cool. Like, it gets the job I'm gonna say it gets the job done. It's not, like, super detailed. Like, you can even see, like, in the background, there's very minimal background in
Yeah,
every
it's
single
very much
panel.
giving like safety instructions on a plane type of vibes. But
It
there's
does, the
like a
artwork.
right, but there's like a certain charm to it and the way that they like use motion for like a sense of humor. Oh, another
Mhm.
one that I didn't mention before in terms of representation. One of the main characters, one of the girls who's like working to like manage their new magic is deaf, and there's
Mhm.
sign language all throughout it, and they're showing
Yeah.
her lived experience, and like another character is like, oh, this is such and such, you have to look at her when you're speaking to her, and they're just like immediately, yes, that's what I got to do. And then there's other people speaking to her with sign language, and then you see her like facial expressions in different scenes, and she's very sassy, so you get like her
Yep.
personality despite the art style. So I would say the art style is my least favorite part of it. I feel like the setting, the tone of the stories, and the level of whimsy in it would have lended better to a different art style, but it doesn't take
Really?
away from it. I just feel like it could have been better with a different type of art style.
See, I liked the art style because of the differences in the characters. Like you said, because she's deaf, I feel like with that minimal background, you have to focus on what the characters are doing, right? Like, you can't get caught up in anything else. So they kinda make it
And
to
to be
where
fair, it's not like that all the time. There are some scenes, like
yeah,
when they go for the racing, you do see a lot going on in the background.
yeah,
So it's not the
but
whole time. And I wasn't so much talking about the background. I just was like, I don't know.
oh,
I
the actual
agreed with
art?
yeah,
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 the
like
art is it gets the
it
job
could have
done.
been more expressive to me. It's not bad, it's just
Hmm,
not my favorite art style. But the fact that I
yeah.
didn't care for the art style and still loved the book speaks volumes to how adorable and endearing and well thought out the story was.
Yeah. This story was absolutely fantastic. It actually I don't know why, but I was thinking about Cars, like the movie Cars, because of just, like, how the names are, like, in Cars, you had what was it, the Hudson and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
um it's not the mom. I forget her name, but she's one of the older women who older, she's not old, but the one of the older characters who is watching over the two girls that they were trying to protect. Like,
Yeah.
she has this nickname that just makes her sound so cool, but you know it's from the 1930s. Like,
Facts.
hold on,
Yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah, there was a lot of those, and then, like, so without giving away too much, the broom races, which is, like, the most magical part about it, they're allowed to use magic, they're just not allowed to use, like, permanent curses and stuff like that, and it's not they do have solo races, but what we see the most are team races, so you have
Mhm.
to have, like, strategy, and everyone has to cross the finish line, uh, at some point. It doesn't have to be together, so there's like the different teams have their names and their names are very
Mhm.
much giving what you're talking about, Keisha. And then they don't use their real names at these races because they're
Yeah,
not trying to get caught up outside of it. So they
heavy on
use
that.
magical wards and whatever around the area where they're racing so that they can't get caught and people can't see what they're doing because technically these types of races are illegal because they're not using the colonized version of magic that the government says is okay. So you see a lot of really cool stuff. And another thing that
Mhm.
like screamed the same type of themes as what we were talking about within Sinners is there is obviously a white team that pulls up and they call themselves the pedigrees. Ugh, annoying.
I was just
And
about to say
they
that. Them boys get on
exactly.
my nerves the whole
Absolutely, they did.
book.
And they show up in this space and they have access to like some advanced types of magic and other things you can use because they have the money to pay for the supply. So again, it's like a question of
Mhm.
blocking access with this other type of education as well. So they come in thinking that they're hot shit and that they're better than everybody and they get their asses handed to them and because of that they act like a bunch of haters and there's like this whole rivalry situation happening, but it's just another peak example of like white privilege in
Mhm.
that environment, and I love the way that they showed it in a way that was on the nose but didn't feel like it within the story, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
wasn't, they spoke to heavy topics, but it wasn't necessarily heavy, which
Right.
we all need. Like, that levity. I feel like not every while I do love those books, not every book has to be heavy in order for you to still get those theme topics and, like, address all of that. So, like,
100%.
yeah, this was a great, great book, and I like
Agreed.
that
Pink
it's
Riot approved.
accessible, right? Oh, hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Mm.
Yes, Pink Riot approved, period.
Yes, yes. And what I also love is that it's accessible. So, like, when we talk about how we want everybody to pick up a comic, like, this is a very easy comic to read.
Yeah. You
Very
can read it
easy.
in one sitting for sure.
Yeah. Like, even if you especially if you've never picked up a comic before, this is a good one to start with. Because,
Yeah.
there's some comics where you're like, where the hell is
They're
the
dense.
story? Like, how do I
Yeah.
read this? Nah,
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
very easy and still tells a very complex story. It's
Yeah.
wonderfully done.
And the
But
imprint, Levine
yeah,
Querido,
yeah.
they're like are always doing authors and creators of color stories. They promote them all the time. So like while we're talking about this specific book, like take a gander at their like backlist or what they have
Yeah.
coming down the pike because I've like typically when they release their list of like comp things we can get, my list is heavy because they have a lot of excellent titles and a lot of
Mhm.
like this one is giving like historical vibes, but more often than not, they have like some reference to like a different culture's like mythology. So it's always
Uh,
nice to see it's not like they just stick to one type of background. It's like a lot of different BIPOC backgrounds. And it's always nice to like experience a range of stories from different backgrounds so that you're not like stuck in a lane, if that makes sense.
yeah. I actually picked this book up sometime last year. And the only reason I read it is because Jasmine Wells also wrote Vixen and YC. And I love that. So I was like, oh, let me see if this is it's not a just a one-time thing. And I'm happy to report that yeah, she is a great writer, Jasmine Walls. Like I would love to see whatever else she has coming down the pipeline because this was a great story. Vixen NYC is a great story. Like she's doing a thing.
Okay, Dwayne said, "What's the imprint?" And Keisha put it in
Mhm.
the chat. It's Living Querido. And I found out about them because Darcy Little Badger, when they put out Elotsoe, I was really pressed about that. And then the second one came out. I can't remember the name of it, but love Darcy
Oh,
Little Badger's
little
writing.
bad oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and when I was looking for more indigenous authored stories, they had quite a few titles. And so I was like, "Oh, what else do they have going on?" And then I reached out to them and they were hella nice. So like they're still very much a smaller, I don't want to say mom and pop, but a smaller imprint for sure. And they
Mhm.
stand on their morals, like they don't budge. So definitely support them and pick up some BIPOC stories from backgrounds you maybe haven't experienced before. There you go. That's right.
Oh,
Rachel, the one with the history research. That's the name of the second one after Olatsoe. I don't want to mispronounce it, but y'all see it in the y'all see it. But yeah, so that's how I love that this was a book that was already on both of our radar. And then Rachel like forced us to pull it higher up on our TBR. We love to see it. So yeah, this is, if you guys enjoyed this, please let us know your thoughts on the
yeah.
story. I love that some of you added it to cart. We appreciate that, supporting these creators and this artist. If there's something that you would like us to read, go ahead and head over to the Patreon. We do have a
Yes,
free
yes.
subscriber tier, and let us know what you want us to read and talk about on the show. And we will put you in the rotation. We'll put your rec in the rotation so we can talk
Yeah.
about it and obviously shout you out because we give props where they're due and credit to anyone who gives us a rec because we want y'all to keep doing that. It's a
Yeah.
give and take community situation.
We're
Yes,
trying to do
Rachel
this
says
every week.
they're really glad that we liked it too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. This was one of those ones where it was a no-brainer as our first pick because it was like, oh, this was already on both of our TBRs. Let's bump it up.
Oh yeah. I had like I said, I read this last year, so this was a great reread. It's
Oh, it's a reread for you. Okay,
yeah,
very good.
yeah. Yeah, this was a reread. I had when I like I said, when I read Vixen NYC, I was like, I need to read more from Jasmine Walls. And yeah, yeah. This was it. Fucking great.
I need to do that more, like pay attention to authors or creators that I like. I just so has let us know in the chat if you've been reading the New Gods run that's happening right now. I personally have not. It looked really cool, but there aren't any like characters of color on that team up, so I wasn't pressed to pick it up. However, one of my favorite reads, comic book reads within the last year or so was The Many Deaths of Layla Starr.
I was just about to
And
say
the
it's written by
artist,
Ram V, right?
yeah, and one, I think that's right. One of the artists, yay, Dwayne's reading New Gods. Okay, so you'll know what I'm talking about. So New Gods episode Jesus. New Gods issue 6 was the art was by the same artist from The Many Deaths of Layla Starr, and I adore the art in the story of The Many Deaths of Layla Starr. So now I'm like having this dilemma of like, because they, I guess it's like they're doing different issues and different styles to represent the different gods or whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dwayne,
Mm.
but I haven't been reading the story, and now I just desperately want to get issue 6 just because it was by this artist and they shared some of their like spreads on their Instagram, and I'm like, damn, are you about to make me read this other story? And when I realized they just popped in for that issue, I was like,
Well, I
So
mean, it's the same team. So it's Ram V and that artist like coming
right,
back
that's why I'm
together.
just like,
You gotta do it.
I kind of think I do.
You kind of have to, because I find that when you see an artist and a writer and they're working together on multiple things, their stuff
Yeah.
always hit. Like Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda.
Yeah,
Like,
sounds like
not
yeah.
only
Oh,
do they
100%.
have Monstrous, they have Night Eaters, which
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, like, it's great. So whenever you, or who is it? Jamal. No. It's Brandon Thomas. He always works with somebody else. Like, I end up like reading all their stuff together. Yeah, go down, go deep dive.
Okay, Dwayne said Death is the only black character. Okay, so there is a black character in New Gods. Have you read issue 6, Dwayne?
Oh,
And have you seen what I'm talking about? Because the pics that I seen are gorgeous. But this makes me happy that I'm not the only one who does this. And now you've 100% convinced me that I need to get New Gods 6. And if I like it, I might even check out the previous issues. Or actually, I think the first volume is out, so I'll probably just pick up the trade and then get issue 6. But
go to
what
your
else?
library
Oh, I
first.
love that you mentioned Marjorie Liu and Sana Takada, because I was gonna ask you and ask the chat, what are our thoughts about doing a Summerween episode where we talk about nothing but horror books this
Yeah,
summer? Period. Okay, say I love that it like I don't even have to think about it.
yeah.
Yes, let's do it.
I love horror in comics. It is
Yeah,
great.
same. Yeah.
It
So we
is
can definitely talk about
after the
Nightcrawlers,
Nightcrawler,
Philadelphia, all the
Shook. Let's
yeah.
go. They're the,
Yeah,
ooh,
yeah, yeah. Oh, Shook.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's another thing too. I'm like so pressed to get Shook 2 in my hands because the
yeah.
women, it's all women, and I definitely want to talk to, yes, all black women, and I want to talk to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah.
that.
And the people from Shook love me because I got to interview them with the fam at the Black Comic Lords. And they
Yeah.
said that they would let me interview the ladies when they come through. So hopefully they still love me even though I'm not with Black Comic Lords. But
No, let's do
yeah,
that. Let's do
definitely
that.
Shook. I'm
'Cause
trying to think what else.
oh,
Something's killing the children, like
yeah. There's Monster, there's so much horror
yeah,
on that
there's a
list,
bunch.
to be honest.
Off the Dome is
Uh,
is very difficult, but yeah, I feel like we
yeah,
could pull up with a bunch of horror wrecks and
easily.
pull up for Summerween.
Easily.
Yeah, Rachel said do it. Okay, this I love. Oh, you know what? Period. Dwayne said issue 6 is all about death. It was an interesting issue, and death is the only black character. So, period. I'm pulling up for issue 6. I might
I
hop in your
say,
DMs, Dwayne, so that I can have the context. Are you telling
oh,
me
it's
I don't
DC,
have to
right?
get the previous volume? I don't have to get volume 1 with issues 1 through 5. I could just pull up for issue 6 and be okay, or do I need the backstory?
I was about to
I
say,
love
if
this.
this, I forget. So, like, if you guys get your comics from the library, I think it's Hoopla or Comic Access, one of those two apps. You can get issues as they come out, but you can't do it
Mhm.
for DC because DC has their own platform.
You know
So
what?
yeah.
I was gonna say this, and like this is a real. I feel really strongly about this because I'm a Marvel girly. But I'm
Mhm.
like, what are we doing, Marvel Unlimited? If I'm paying for you, why do I? If I have a subscription, why am I having to wait weeks after the issue is released to read it on the app?
Because of money.
Like, what
They're
are we
gonna
doing?
they're
Stop
gonna
putting in our
bleed us
faces.
dry.
Like,
Capitalism.
that's crazy because like, okay, I have to, if I'm trying to get it. So here's the disconnect. I feel like they need to pick a side. Otherwise, I'm really about to just get rid of my Marvel Unlimited because what am I paying for it for? So like it's cool for like older, very much backlist things. That's
Mhm.
the upside to it. That's the only reason why I've kept it thus far. But
Mhm.
if I'm paying for my subscription, if you want me to pay for premium so that I can have the access to everything as they drop, fine, just do that. Make it a thing, make it a tier. But the fact that I can go in there and look at a run and it'll be like, "Oh, you're all caught up," and it's several issues behind.
Mhm.
Make that make sense. And I'm so
It
like prime example of this. Obviously, I'm collecting every variant of Storm. We're up to date, whatever. That's not the issue. They give you the code so that way you can redeem a copy of it through Marvel Unlimited.
Mhm.
However, after a certain point, they don't just give you a code where you immediately get it. You have to scan or put in the code, take a picture of your physical copy cover, submit it to them, and they have to review it. And then they email you back with the code to download it. Why am I having to work so hard and I've already paid for the book?
capitalism. They're gonna play
I
us dry. I
I
know
hear
it's
you,
not. I know.
Keisha,
I
but
know. I know you're frustrated, but like that's what it is, and it's why I don't collect a particular way because at the end of the day, even though it's art and even though it's beautiful storytelling and even though we are enjoying this shit, at the end of the day, they're gonna do whatever it takes
it's
to flip
crazy
that
though.
same. My yeah, it is
Like,
for
okay,
sure.
so they have this thing. I feel like if I've already bought the comic, why am I having to do all of these? I bought the comic, okay,
Mhm.
and I pay for the subscription. So why am I having to wait for you to review and do whatever for me to get the book? I've already
Because
paid for it
someone
twice.
at some point got over on the system and they
Ugh,
said never again. Somebody screwed it up for somebody because it probably wasn't that hard before
they had
in the
to. They
beginning.
had, and then it's like,
Someone messed it up for everyone.
hey, boo.
Hey, hey. Hey, TM, how you doing?
Period.
Yes,
What
someone messed it
what
up for
is right,
everyone.
Dwayne? It is some wild stuff because I've clearly already bought the book and I'm paying for the subscription. What more do you want from me? It's not even like that
Mhm.
process requires me to pay more at some point. You're literally having to pay somebody to filter through those emails because that's why you want us to take a picture so you can check and authenticate it or whatever. But it's like, what process does that even entail? Like, how much money are you really saving by doing that? If it made sense, it wouldn't bother me. But the fact that it makes no sense and I've already paid you twice for the same one book and you're still making me wait to get it is crazy.
It reminds me of like when you buy those toys for kids and it has all those little pieces that they tie the toy onto the cardboard backing or whatever that makes it
Yeah.
so fucking difficult to take out. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, this is bullshit. That's exactly
Yes.
what this
Like at this point, I would if I was trying to steal it, I would have stopped like 3 steps ago.
right.
Okay? This is egregious. But yeah,
But yeah,
sorry.
it's
Sorry to like have
yeah.
my little rant, guys. That just really irks my soul because now I'm like I've already bagged and boarded things. I'm having to like go back and try to see. And then I have to remember to check. And then I was like, it's fine. At first, I was like, it's fine. I'll get them eventually, whatever. The main book that I really wanted to read, I physically have here. So I'm not too worried about it. But then I thought about it and it's like, no, as a collector, this is crazy. So I was like, I'll just go back and like search for the email that sends the confirmations and then just go through and accept everything. Because it's not even like once they send you the confirmed email, you automatically get it. No, you have to go read the email and use the code and the link that they send you so that you could then enter it and download it. Why am
No.
I doing all these steps? If you approved it and I had to put in my account information for you to authenticate it, why wouldn't you just automatically release it to my Marvel Unlimited library?
And I'm sorry, I will never ever be on that level of collecting with
I'm
you.
just like,
I just no. That
and for it
sounds
for them to not do it immediately, sometimes it takes,
no.
like, over a week and some change to get it, so it's like by then I've
Oh,
forgotten
we
that I even
no.
submitted that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I was just about
crazy.
to say that. I don't forget. I can't remember what I ate yesterday. What the fuck am I gonna remember a comic for? Nope. I won't ever
One
do
right, so
this.
it's just like, oh, by
No.
the time I do all that, what even is the point? So I'm saying all this to say, like, Marvel, I love you, but you're making it hard for me to scream about the app because the system is balls.
Yeah, I'll
It's
never do
it's
Marvel
balls.
Unlimited. You've I think, like you said, the only reason it is good is
Yeah,
for
I will
backlist,
tell.
and when you have reference, like, if you have to constantly reference old stuff specifically, but
Yeah.
nope,
Like,
not for that new.
literally the only reason why I've been like, I guess I'll keep it is because when I got the, like, little deal to get my subscription,
Mhm.
it was, like, ridiculous to have done like, if because I had the money, it was like, why would I not pay for the whole year if it makes it, like, less than half of what it would be for me to pay monthly?
Yeah.
So, I'm still using it because I already paid for the year, because
Mhm.
it was hella discounted for, like, whatever that holiday sale was. But at this point, it's just like, dang, I don't even know. Like, I really will have
Will
to
you
think
do it
about it
next
when I
year?
get that email about, like, renewing my subscription, especially if they're
Yeah.
not gonna give me the deal that they gave me to pay for it this year. If I don't have some
Don't
hellified
pay more.
discount, I won't be
Yeah.
getting it because it's not worth
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
which is
You're
sad.
not in yeah, you're not reading backlists enough, and you're reading a lot of the newer stuff, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
So it makes no sense for me to pay for it twice and then still have to wait a week to have access to it that way. That, like, defeats the
Yeah.
purpose. And it's like, y'all think that that's, like, saving you from getting scammed or whatever. It's not, because the real fans who would actually want to use the app are, like, tired of your shit. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh.
Now my rant is really
No.
over.
No, no, no. No, no,
Like,
you
it's
good.
actually crazy.
Mm-mm. See, I'm happy. Imma stick with my little trade paperbacks when everything is done and over with and
You're a
everybody
liar.
moves
You
on.
are a liar because you were just telling everybody about the DC Go books that are coming out.
Well, yeah, but I
Y'all,
won't
Keisha's about
be
to see if there's a free trial and then immediately cancel.
exactly, period. Okay. That's what I do all the time. I'm
Period.
not gonna pay for it. No, I'm big about getting the stuff I want without having to pay as much because this is an expensive ass hobby.
Actually,
Like, it is
actually,
expensive. And if I can, I'm going to use the library. I'm going to use my 10 emails. I'm going to we're gonna
emails.
hit up a free comic book day. We're gonna get something. Something.
Yeah.
Shoot. I can't do another one of those. Mm-mm. I tried Marvel Unlimited for like 2 months and I didn't use it enough. Facts. The library is a great resource. And I have 4 library cards. So this is great.
Yeah, I'm definitely stepping my game up in gathering library cards like Pokemon cards, because what are we talking about? And
You
then it's also
need
like, y'all use your libraries now before we fucking lose them. I
facts.
hate to be that guy, but actually I don't,
Yeah, yeah.
because
Use them.
they
Not
are
just the
really out here
audiobook,
threatening our free educational resources.
right? Not just the audiobooks or the ebooks. You gotta go in the library. I
Yeah,
gotta go in
physically
this
go. There's
Saturday.
and what's crazy is there's so many resources at the library. Don't make me go full on Michael Treats,
Amazing.
because listen,
No, no, no.
the way
I
that
learned
they
how to
have
garden at mine. Like,
they
that's how
have
I
you
learned
can rent
what to
power
do.
tools, they have seeds, you can
Sewing
rent music
machines.
and
You
movies and
can
vinyl.
you can rent, museum passes. At mine, you can rent, Six Flags passes, like, anything in the state of Massachusetts you can get from there. It
Yeah,
is amazing. We
yeah.
need to be using our libraries more, you know?
And not just like
Going
your
to them.
closest library, like go to like your main branch for your county too and pull up. I've read so many
Right.
trade paperbacks thanks to my library. See, there you go.
Yeah, like mine's has this all access comics page where you don't even have to like wait. There is no wait hold time for any of them. It's about 4 to 5,000 comics on there of all ages. Like when I say if there is anything in Marvel's
Yeah, you do.
backlist that I
I love the
want,
library too.
I can go to my library. Like someone just recommended there was this run with Misty Knight. It's like the dragons, something dragons, and it's Misty
Oh,
Knight.
her and old girl, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
someone
team up.
recommended that to me. Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, okay. What is this?" And I was like, "Before I go buy this, because I don't know what this is, right? I
I
have no
bought it
idea
just
what."
off the strength of it being Misty Night and still haven't read
Right.
it.
I was, right? I was about to buy it, but I was like, "You know what? Let me go to my library real quick." And they had it. I didn't have to wait for it. It's sitting there. I got it for 2 weeks. I'm gonna read it in the next 2 weeks. So that means
Period.
you have to read it in the next 2 weeks.
Y'all see, I love it because she's like, you gonna read that library. You got library at home, Brianna.
Yeah.
Period.
You got library at home. Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all
Yeah.
need to be using, especially for comics. I can't stress this enough. You can
Yeah.
use Libby, you can use Hoopla, you can use Comics Access. There are a bunch of different apps that you can use to get these comics because they are expensive. I can't stress this enough. They are expensive
Yeah.
and you don't
So
need all
very
of this
expensive.
at your house.
Because you will run out of space and then be looking like, oh, what do I do now?
Right?
Yeah. I'm speaking from experience, y'all. What do I do now?
Or you can't find nothing because, yo, it took me 2 weeks to find the Ironheart Bad Chemistry variants that I just got a few months ago. Couldn't fucking find it.
I literally still haven't scanned half of my short
Right.
boxes because more things have been coming in and I've been trying to scan those as I go. But I literally, because of where everything is, I have to move so much in my space just to access the older ones.
No, I need you as soon as it hits your front door. Like, it can't go to your space
No, the newer
until.
stuff is scanned and backed and
Oh, it's
boarded.
so it's for
And
your older things that you
yeah,
got
the
it.
older since we started using CLZ, I haven't
Mhm.
scanned all of my older stuff.
Bray.
I know. And that's why I'm like, dang it, because I really was like, I have to, and I'm gonna have to do it sometime this weekend because I want to do um my Ironheart post for Pink Riot of like the issues that I
Same.
have and how I was introduced to it and whatever. So yeah, we're both doing it then. But that means that I have to find everything and it's chaos. It's actually chaos.
That's why I got my trade paperbacks out. 'Cause,
I
like, that's
peeped that. Like, so
yep.
that's the thing. Like, I have my trades, but I got back issues. That was one of the ones where I collected. So like I have the full run. I just don't have every variant yet for Ironheart. Um, especially not the and I have a lot of the Invincible Iron Man re feature covers because I
Do you
found them when
have
I one of the
do you
few
have
times that I went like bin digging, I found them.
do you have the first issue where she first appears?
Hmm. I do. But do I have every variant? No. So
But,
that's
like,
what
you
we're on at this
have it.
point. Yeah, yeah.
You have it, and that's amazing
I
because
loved it because, like, from what I've scanned, if you look at my CLZ and you search Ironheart, CLZ puts a little key if it's a key issue, and they all have
yeah,
keys
yeah.
on them because
Yeah.
that's the only ones that I just collected the Riri ones.
I'm floored because y'all weren't obviously y'all weren't there at one of our meetings, but there's a specific variant of Ironheart that I need to get my hands on. It's the Amalgam Comics coffee and comics shop, right? Their variant. I remember being in Amalgam in Philly when it came out, and I couldn't get it at the time. I was like, "Imma get it later, Imma get it later," and I never did. And then Amalgam closed down, and, like, you couldn't find this specific variant anywhere. Went online, and I was like, "You know what? I got a little bit of money now. Let me go
Ooh, she got
find
money.
this variant."
Yeah.
I was offended.
Her whole
Uh,
face just collapsed. You seen the
like,
dejection all over her face.
what the fuck? I was expecting to spend just, like, maybe 200, 300. Like, I could probably, like, do that and be alright for a little bit. $2,500.
Insane. That's how they
Do you
do.
know how many times I would have to get on a pole to get that kind of money? I just can't.
Not too many in that dinosaur fit. Yeah.
You know what? I just might. I'ma call it a
Yeah.
fundraiser.
There you go.
And yep, Imma call it a fundraiser. Imma get that comic by hook or by crook.
There
We
you
gonna get
go.
that comic, whatever I gotta do, cause yeah,
Listen,
2,500 is a lot.
let this horror story be a lesson to y'all, because when I tell you, like, you don't realize what you have until it's gone, because Amalgam was so on point. I remember when I was new to my comic collecting journey and was looking for women of color in comics, and I seen them talking about it, so I immediately followed, and I reached out and was asking about Rex, and they just rattled off a bunch of Rex that
Yeah,
helped me beef up
she's
my
dope.
collection like crazy. And they weren't even saying like buy it from us. They were just like, here's the information, just because you're interested in comics. And so
Mhm.
seeing them going out of business when that whole thing happened was so sad. And it's like,
Yeah.
how many Black woman owned comic shops do you know of?
And it was such a dope comic book shop, like, you don't underst you
Yeah.
walked into it, and it felt so comfortable, so warm, so inviting, and then there was just yeah, they had variety of, like, the mainstream comics, but you there was just so many indie comics in that shop. They had so many variants specific to them. It was so amazing, like, they always had events with people in the comic book industry coming in, especially, like, Black and brown folks coming in and, like, doing things. They had this one space where they just had random comic book issues for, like, new, old, just random things that kids could walk up and read. And I just thought that was so cool, like, it was an entire wall of it, of just comics that kids could pick up a book and read, go on one of the couches, and just have a great time. I love that shop so
Yeah.
much, and the fact that it closed down and I haven't seen anything like it owned by a Black woman since,
It's
we
okay,
need
friend.
something else.
We do. And we got to support
Or we need to bring it back.
actually run it back, or
Run it
maybe
back
we
on.
need to have our own comic shop. Maybe that's since we're being Delulu. Listen, the way that I would love to have a comic shop that had like a cafe slash video game lounge attached to it, that thing would go crazy.
Speaking of that, have you put it into the Kickstarter? You know about the show with what's her name? I don't want to mess up her name, but it's like
I know
Cheyenne the
what you're
Geek
talking
or
about.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen it yet or the trailer?
I haven't watched the trailer yet. I
Hold
didn't
on.
realize the trailer was out. I remember seeing when they were doing all the Kickstarter stuff, and then I remember seeing like all the celebrities pulling up because they're getting like hella special guests, like nerdy special guests and stuff. So I'm like, oh, this is about to be lit. I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's Cheyenne the Geek.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
that's what I'm talking about. And it's called The Comic Shop. It's a workplace comedy. I love those mockumentary shows. So
Yeah.
like this is
100%.
right up my alley.
It's crazy. The only reason why I found out about her is because her they were together the last time I checked, is an author. Her girlfriend is an author, and she writes like magical sad girl books. And like one of them is like how to be an adult, and the other one is like about witches and fairies and shit. But they're all Black girl characters. And she started off doing like a magical girl series that she had books for, and she had merch and stuff like that, and now she's just strictly doing the books. But she is such a girly pop. She's the cutest thing ever, and I followed her for forever. And then I seen that they were linking up, and I was like, oh, she's cute or whatever, what's she doing? Then I was like, oh, that's what she's doing, let me follow her too. So period. Blerdy
Yeah.
girlies pulling up, we're gonna
Right?
support them every time. And yes, we do need
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah. We need
I
that
seen the
show.
little, like, how they were pitching it, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll watch all of that."
Yeah.
Immediately, yes. Like, yeah.
It looks
And
like it's gonna be a fun time.
yeah, and it
Like,
looks like
yeah.
there's gonna be, like, a lot of your favorite nerdy people cameos in there too, so I'm like, "Oh, that's gonna be fun to see."
Right?
And I love that part of the Kickstarter was them being like, "If you wanna be on the show, or you wanna be a part of the show, or you wanna, like, feature your book or your merch or whatever." So it's literally gonna be, like, chock full of blerdy Easter eggs, and I'm
Yeah,
here
yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
I
Like, I
cannot wait
saw
'cause I
one
know
of
it's
the
gonna be
pics.
deep.
I know one of the pics, Concrete Comics, like, they're in
Exactly.
it as well, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
We
got
really are."
money.
Right? They got
They got
money.
money. 'Cause y'all, we saw that and we were like, "Hey, that would be so dope to just have, like, the pink Riot logo pop up somewhere," and we were like, "Oh, maybe we need more of a budget."
Oh, I can't tell
But
you how many
yeah,
times we thought
someday,
that.
guys, we're being Delulu.
Right?
Maybe next season we'll pull up in an episode or something. That would be so cool. Yeah.
I think
But
one achievable goal is having a variant issue of a comic somewhere.
oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I did find out from the fam at Cape and Cow, shout out to my LCS, that they were like, part of that process is like, obviously you have to pay the artist and do all the things and whatever, and they usually will like ask about that sort of thing, because I was like
Mm.
really trying to get to the bottom of how we can find these other bitterroot variants that I wasn't able to find, and I was like, oh no. So yeah, you guys, the hunt continues for my missing bitterroot variant.
Imma need you to just get in Sanford Green's DMs.
I was trying not to be like doing too much because
Or
I want him
ask
to love me
Ebony.
like I love him.
Ask Ebony. Like,
Okay.
Ebony's a friend. So, like, you're like, "Hey, Ebony, you a
There you
collector,
go.
I'm a
Or,
collector."
I don't know, can you share like a certain part of a video with somebody? Because I was gonna say, if y'all really love me, y'all send this video to Sanford Green. Because, like, please, like,
Oh, we
he'd be
can
like,
take 'cause
who
Sanford
why are
Green
y'all
shared
all
one of our
harassing me and sending
videos.
me this? Huh?
Sanford Green shared one of our videos. If you don't
Yeah,
go ahead
that's fair.
and tag
That's fair.
him.
I'm gonna make a dedicated video talking about how obsessed I am with collecting all the variants, and then when I post that, I need y'all to pull up and tag him in the comments and share it with him,
Hard agree.
because I need it to live, actually,
Okay.
the way that my heart hurts, and it's like, while you're at it, I have holes in my original Bitterroot collection because I was late to the game.
Oh, you asking
Please.
for the no.
The moon and
I'm
the
not even gonna
stars.
try. I'm not even gonna try to get my hands on. I can't even find cover A's for the older one. Imma
Bruh.
just stick to the omnibus.
Bro, oh, we found them. They just are hella expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I mean, like,
Oh,
hella
see?
expensive.
Dwayne will do it.
Dwayne got my back. Love you, Dwayne. Period. So yeah, it's a
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, look at us like semi staying on our time schedule.
Right. But we gonna get these. We gonna get these comics. We
Yeah,
gonna
we
speak it
are.
into
We're gonna get these
existence.
comics.
Imma get
We're
the
gonna read these
amalgam,
comics.
right? Imma get
We're
my
gonna organize
amalgam
them.
one, you're gonna get the Bitterroot one, Sanford Green. I'm gonna reach out to you.
Hmm.
We're
Hmm.
gonna organize our comics. Yes.
Wait, we're gonna say it
Yes.
right now. And Sanford Green is gonna be so enamored with our love for him that he's gonna pull up on the show. It's gonna be great, guys. I'm speaking it into existence.
Right?
But yeah, we love y'all for showing up and dealing with our shenanigans and sharing yours as well, because it's a party every time we link up. Nerd community forever. If you liked this show, like, share, follow, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We appreciate the engagement. because we're out here trying to do it big. And if you really love us or like us a little more than just kind of liking us, you could join these amazing humans and support our Patreon, because we got tiers popping off. There's a free option all the way up to a $20 a month option, and the tiers have different perks. So definitely run and go check that out. Our higher tiers get higher opportunities for engagement in with the show and in decision making, and even get to pull up to some of our private Pink Riot meetings in the lair. So yeah, check it out, get in where you fit in. And if Patreon doesn't seem like your thing, that's perfectly fine. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we're cool over here, and maybe check out our videos. But yeah, any type of engagement is love, because guess what?
Yes.
These comics, they ain't gonna pay for themselves, and these cons, they ain't gonna pay for themselves. So we would love for y'all to pull up and support and subscribe. Even if it's the free tier, we love you forever for being in this space and engaging with our community. Like, share, follow, comment, subscribe on all US platforms. And guess what, y'all? We on Spotify as a podcast. So, if you're like on your commute or whatever and you want to run it back, or you missed an episode, pull up and like what's going on over on Spotify so we could be in our podcast girlies bag. Okay. And you know what? If you like this video and you want more shenanigans even after it's over, just scroll down a smidge and click on any number of them and check it out. Let that thing play in the background while you're grabbing your late night snack or whatever. Just let all them shits play, because really we do appreciate the views.
Yes,
But yeah,
very much.
otherwise, we'll see you at the same damn place at the same damn time, because ain't no weeks off. We pull up for Pink Riot, period. Love you, mean it. Bye.
Later.
I definitely found more. All right, how many variants are there?
11.
Damn. Go ahead. No.